a live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So UCF's offense will take the field first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. The Cyclones offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Jalen Raynor, coming off a 400-yard, 3-touchdown outing in his last appearance.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. At the 35, he's open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-battering as he picked up 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to him, and they'll knock him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Raynor. Dumps it off in the flats. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
finds his man. It's Charles. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Rushes on him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He'll pull it down. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strong.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the touchdown, UCF. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He's got it. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the direct snap, it's Watson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Rides to back. He's going to keep it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Knights have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Knights are threatening on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll run with Watson. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. A handoff for Watson. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Watson. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction, so how are you going to respond when you've been...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Got his man. Touchdown, Knights! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Got a little grass. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Greenlaw. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rayner. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a lot of room to field this one. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wants to fire on second down. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Rayner. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Dead center perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Rayner. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the UCLA Bruins.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Iowa State's head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Touchdown, Iowa State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Watson. Maybe some room here. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out.
Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Watson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more
off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Right back to the well. Finds his way for three after the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Tonight, start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the second half. They need something big to happen to get back in this one. Turnovers is the key. They were almost able to get one right there. Nice job knocking it out. The offense very lucky it rolled out of bounds.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, I think for that play...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man, it's Hayes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Gets it to the back. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the 1st.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
To the air, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Wade. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Watson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Touchdown, UCF! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And how about everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved? This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State sending the offense back out. From the gun, the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hayes. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Plucks it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cyclones! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved them up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Knights. He got it. Feet down in bounds. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Rayner. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right?
Snags it, and there's running room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks. He's turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity. This is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got his man. Off to the races. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.